Just wanted to come on here and show y'all uh the comments from my other video. They just connected me going live on my other channel, so now I'm gonna build up this channel and my other channel. I'm gonna build up all my other channels, but anyhow, I wanted to show y'all the comments. I made a video talking about don't go to college nor buy a house, and it's a really wonderful video. Y'all go check it out on my other channel, Unleash Last Dragon El Manifesto. um I love these comments, man. Hello, sir. Uh, New sub here. That's because you were finally spiritual in in the right place in North Carolina. Because I was talking about I didn't really come to my senses till I moved in the woods in North Carolina, where your mind, body, and soul and spirit felt like it truly belonged. Uh, There's sometimes we self-destruct in places we don't belong. Um, so it's true. If you're in a place that you don't belong, yes, you feel like your spirit don't belong, you don't need to be there. You really don't need to be there. You cannot manifest well, or you cannot manifest what you really want to manifest when you're in a place or a situation that disturbs your spirit. That means in a relationship, in a house, in a job, in any situation that just don't give you peace, disturb your spirit, you should not be there. The longer you stay in that relationship, the longer you stay in that job, the longer you stay in that situation is the longer it's going to take for you to manifest. If you know that as soon as you quit that job or get out that relationship that you was disturbing your peace, you start manifesting left and right like crazy. Like crazy. Okay, in wonderful ways. This one say, great advice, facts, people on social media making more money than me. Yeah, because I was saying y'all crazy for going to college. You got all these people on social media making millions of dollars just doing silly ass videos. I told myself I'm gonna just start doing silly ass videos because me trying to do the realest videos talking about land, it ain't getting it. You know what I'm saying? As far as having millions of subscribers and views, it's getting it as far as people that do get it and sign up to my university. But I would really like, to have millions of views and millions of subscribers. People talking about land should really have millions of subscribers. But it's the ones that's just straight up entertaining you with dumb shit got millions of subscribers and views. This is the one I really, really loved right here. I think this is it right here. Facts. Because when you do the math, you could have actually went to McDonald's and brought a house and not have student loan debt. Because once you get the student loan debt, even though you're making 60 to 70,000 a year, dollars a year, you're still not making any more than the guy at McDonald's because he has a house and you have when you pay off student loans, you actually don't make any more money than a guy at McDonald's. Listen, let me tell y'all. When I was 21, anybody know me personally, from I was 14 years old, I was making a lot of money. Just back in the 80s, early 80s, no, excuse me. Yeah, early 80s, no, late 80s. This but from back in the late 80s, from 1988, 87, 88, I was making wonderful money. I used to do something called airbrushing from I was 12 years old. I started off airbrushing paintings, drawings. I started airbrushing that. Then I got a little booth in a flea market. Okay, I actually rented a little area of somebody's shop in the flea market, and I started airbrushing in a flea market in 183rd Street Flea Market uh in Miami Gardens, Florida. From I was 12 years old to about 14, 15, somewhere like that. I was making $300-400 a night. One time I made $3,000 in one night. It was like Christmas night. Every Christmas, every Christmas day, like day before Christmas, weekend before Christmas, I made a shitload of money. Back then, Christmas was a really, really, really big deal. Really big deal. I mean, it's not that big of a deal now to people, and it's really not that big of a deal to me personally. I really don't celebrate Christmas. I just celebrate it as extra family time. But back then it was a really big deal. And I was only 12 and 14 years old. When I was 21 years old, I sold cars. I made over $300,000 in 1 year selling cars. Okay? I did it again when I was around 25 years old. I made a shitload of money selling cars. I fell off when I was 26 years old. I started falling off because I got back into boxing. I was going through a divorce. Um, Me and my wife separated. Um, I just fell off. I started living in my van. I sold my Porsche. I sold my 300ZX. I basically sold everything and lived off that money and some other residual money I had coming in from people making car payments to me. I really didn't work for like 2 years, just lived off the money I had and residual income. Then I started to get myself back together after about a couple years. I'm still in boxing, started going back to school. By the time I was 28, called myself being a music executive, started a record label. I had some wonderful artists sign, even one of the members from Pretty Ricky. And by the time I was 33, I was out, I was back on it. I was making about 100 something thousand a year, between working at TGI Fridays as a server and selling cars here and there and running my record business. By the time I was 34, 35, I fell off again. Me and that woman at the time, we broke up again. I moved out the house, went to live with my mom and dad for a few months, got myself back together again, sold everything I had, lived off of that money, started a food truck business. I worked that food truck business for about a year. Made crazy money doing that, $3,000-4,000 a night. Sometimes I was outside of King of Diamonds in Miami Gardens, Florida, selling jerk chicken and stuff. Anybody know me back then? That was me. I converted from that, started a valet parking business, would make a lot of money off of that. Fell off again when I was around 36, 37, something like that. Came back to my senses when I was 38. By the time I was 40, Bitcoin, I found out about Bitcoin, um, made about uh, 17,000 off of Bitcoin, started buying land and property. Well, I started buying some land right before that. That's actually how I got the money to even buy a Bitcoin. I owned a whole Bitcoin for 700 when Bitcoin was 700 back in 2017. And I'm telling you, I say all this to say I did all of this without a college education. I did all of this without a fucking college education. People that I know have college educations have not even accomplished a quarter of what I've accomplished. Okay? I've been in music. I've been in boxing and sports. I've been in a automotive industry. I owned a car dealership. I was an airbrusher. Um, right now I'm a real estate mogul. I've done a podcast with Max Maxwell. I know Chris Haskins. I know most of these real estate gurus. Um, Most people that I know with college education have not even amassed half of what I amassed. Now, let me say this. For about the past, let me see, since about 2019, I would say from 2017, I really have not made over $50,000 a year from like 2017 from working. like straight working. I've been making 20, $30,000 a year from straight investments. And those straight investments I put back into investments. I circulated back into my investments to now my net worth is $250,000, like steady, because I don't tap into my money. I just keep my money growing. Okay. And this is making $30,000, $40,000 a year. Now I make another 10, 15, $20,000 a year actually doing physical work. Okay. And I take that money and also invest. It only costs me about $1,000, at most $1,200 a month of my pertinent bills to survive. That's paying my child support first and foremost, food, gas, a cell phone bill, insurances. Okay, those are my pertinent bills. I don't have any car payments, truck payments, anything like that. I work on my own vehicles, especially when I know I could do the work. I have 5 vehicles all paid off. I have over 33 properties, mostly land, and I have I don't know, I got about 5 travel trailers, and now I'm down to 1 or 2 cabins. I got rid of 2 of my other cabins. And I got wonderful residual income coming in from cryptocurrency, stocks, especially real estate. A lot of residual income coming in from real estate. And the reason why my net worth is so high is because equity. I brought land from been buying land from 2017, and the equity been growing on my land, on property, expeditiously. As everybody know, real estate just keep going up and up and up and up and up. And I've been stressing this to y'all. I say that to say a person making 30,000 a year can be a millionaire. And I did all this within 7 years. And I should be sitting on millions and millions and millions. Technically, I'm sitting on millions and millions and millions, because had I done even 3 years ago in 2021 what I should have done, you know, um, it would definitely be millions and millions of dollars right now. So now that I know to start doing now what I should have done in 2021, now my net worth is growing even more expeditiously. Okay. Because now I'm back on a construction site. I'm relearning my development skills. I'm learning how to be a real estate developer now. And y'all gonna see me start building my own homes and selling them and being a real estate developer now. Y'all gonna see Dragon subdivisions. I'm gonna start making building subdivisions and stuff like that. And I'm already in connection with people to fund me and everything like that. I already have the land, so that's not even going to be an issue. It's just for me to start building on my land, and I'm going to be leveraging my land to work with a builder who's going to build the homes, and I'm actually going to physically be doing some of the work also myself. Um, so anyhow, um, but you don't have to do the work physically yourself. I'm a carpenter by trade, so I can physically do the work myself. But anyhow, I say all this to say, guys, going to college is bullshit. I was just watching a video on Facebook where the dude was saying school, the church, our religion, hospitals, and prisons are all prisons. Regular prison ens- enslave your physical body. Religion enslave your spiritual body. The hospitals enslave your I forget what he said. I want to say your health. And school enslave your imagination. You don't have an imagination because you go to school. People that don't go to college and school have the greatest imagination. Dave Thompson, the dude that founded Wendy's, this dude had like an 8th grade education, but he had an imagination to make burgers and build Wendy's Corporation. I don't even think he had enough sense to build the Wendy's Corporation, but he knew he had to um, build a great burger, and then it just blew up from there. Okay, even a dude Ray Kroc that took McDonald's to where it is now, he didn't have that much of an education. Okay, but he became a real estate guy. It's not about no regular college education. It's about having the vision. That's all it is, having a vision and executing on that vision, being disciplined. All the people that are billionaires, they dropped out of college because they realized it was fucking bullshit. They dropped out of college, every last one of them. Okay? From Mark Zuckerberg to anyone you could think of. All the billionaires dropped out of college for the most part. Like 99% of them or 90% of them. All right? Warren Buffett is not a billionaire in stocks from going to college. Warren Buffett is a billionaire in stocks from learning certain principles early in life. Simple principles. Buy low, sell high. When others are fearful, that's when you buy. When others are happy or whatever, that's when you sell. It's so simple. Okay? Anyhow, yeah, y'all, you guys, and yeah, this person there was like, yeah, because what I was talking about was if you take a 9-year span, because 9 is a number of completion. If you take a 9-year span and you take one person, they go to college in 4 to 5 years, it takes to finish a college degree, right? Internship, all of that, right? And you take another person who just buy a piece of land, develop the land, build a house on it, or buy a straight house, fix up the house, or they might even buy a turnkey house, a brand new house. Either way you do it, you just get into real estate, right? And you sit on that property for 9 years. In 9 years, I guarantee you'll make at least $100,000. At minimum, $100,000. The way things going, in 9 years, you'll probably make around $200,000-300,000. But at minimum, $100,000. Dang it, any property you buy, decent property you buy, and you just keep fixing on it, cultivating it. I brought my land for $35,000. Right now, my land is worth about $150,000 in 4 years. Okay, my main property. Okay, so in 9 years, you will have more money than somebody going to college and coming out of college and have debt, college debt. Okay, and now got to start their life. You'll be ahead of the game just working a regular job, investing in real estate, and waiting 9 years. Then somebody going to school, wrecking their brain, trying to write papers, trying to do this, trying to do that, and going to college. You got people working a job, paying rent, and going to college. It's crazy to me. I'm telling you, real estate, real estate, real estate, land, land, land. Land is the entry level into real estate. If you can't do nothing else, get you some land. I'm telling you, you can rent the land. Watch my videos on both my main channels, this channel and Unleash Dragon Manifest. Okay? You could buy land $300, $400, $500 down. Rent out the land to people that want to camp. I'm telling you. And you will be at the highest level within 9 years. I promise you. You could say, fuck land, fuck property. I don't want to do none of that. Get you some cryptocurrency or stocks and sit on it for about 9 years. Like everybody wished they brought Tesla 9 years ago, Amazon 9 years ago. Dang it, any popular stock, Nvidia 9 years ago. Okay? If you bought it 9 years ago, Bitcoin 9 years ago, you'd be sitting on $1 million, even if you just had $1,000 worth of these stocks. You'd be sitting on well over $500,000 just buying a stock. You could dang near invest in anything and wait for 9 years, 4 years, 5 years, and have crazy money versus going to college and wrecking your brain. And the same thing they teach in college, you can learn right now on YouTube University, even more on YouTube University. And if you've been to college, most of your teachers gonna send you to YouTube anyway to learn shit. And all they do in college, they just trying to help you to think. You have to read your own book, you have to write your own papers. All the teachers sit up there and do is explain their experiences. College is a waste of money. Unless you actually going to college to be something high level, like a doctor, because even being a lawyer, you don't need no go to college to be a lawyer. I'm learning more about the system and civics on YouTube than I think I would going to college. And even now, being a doctor, robots taking over that field. Being a nurse, robots about to take over all of that. So I really seriously don't know the point of going to college. Like, it just don't make no sense. The shit I learned in college, be honest with you, the only reason I went to college was for the free Pell Grant money. That's the only reason I went, or stayed, I should say. Because once I realized it was bullshit, I was like, there's no reason for me to be here. I ain't learning shit. I'm just sitting here. I was falling arrest in class most of the time anyway. Y'all call it falling asleep. I call it falling arrest. But I stayed for the Pell Grant money, which is why I think a lot of people stay is for student loans and Pell Grant money. I know a girl went back to school just for the student loans and Pell Grant money. Y'all know college is bullshit. But when you get the mistake I made was I should have took my college loans and Pell Grant money and I invest in real estate. That's what I should have did at 28 years old when I went back to college, or when I actually started college. I should have took that money and straight bought land, but I didn't know. I didn't have nobody to teach me. I didn't have nobody to teach me. Okay? So I'm telling you guys get you $500, $1,000, you can invest in real estate. I'm telling you. Hit me up, 754-229-0940. 754-229-0940. I'm trying to make 10,000 people landowners within the next year. 10,000 people landowners, and all you need is about $200-$300, $400-$500. 754-229-0940. Peace.